We are the RGV LEAD student ambassadors of Australia High School.
Today we will hear from employers in a variety of career fields.
We'll also hear from representatives
from state universities and local RGV colleges.
The messages we hear today are sure to help us make important decisions in our educational and career pathway.
Let's give our presenters our undivided attention.
Remember to take notes, ask questions, and enjoy the 2021 EXPO. Hello, and welcome to RGV LEAD's 20th Annual Education and Career Expo.
We are the RGV LEAD student ambassadors of Australia High School.
Today we will hear from employers in a variety of career fields.
We'll also hear from representatives
from state universities and local RGV colleges.
The messages we hear today are sure to help us make important decisions in our educational and career pathway.
Let's give our presenters our undivided attention.
Remember to take notes, ask questions, and enjoy the 2021 EXPO.
All right, welcome everybody to the 20th Annual Education and Career Expo, hosted by RGV LEAD, with the help of a lot of great committee members throughout school districts, Workforce Solutions, Cameron, and so many others. Today, for the past 2 days, we've been able to bring you 16 Valley businesses along with 43 programs of study on how we can match those here in the Rio Grande Valley and the opportunities that you as students can appreciate and take advantage of as you prepare for your career. Don't forget, at the end of every session, we do have a QR code that you are able to scan and then be in the drawing for. We have four Chromebooks, along with 2 wireless printers and some other technology items. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our first presenter from Regal Rexnard, Jesse Lira. He is the quality manager. Mr. Lira, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon. Again, thank you for inviting me and here to present and represent the Regal Rexnard. My name is Jesus Lira. I'm the acting quality manager. Been with the company for over 10 years. Our company does metal stamping and die casting processes. We also have an annealing process that we use for our stators once the laminations are stamped. So Regal Rexnard is these lithium PMC motors, controls and power transmissions that we produce, and this is only dedicated to the HVAC market. This segment, we do have other segments that are working in other areas such as gears, components, but ours is strictly HVAC, and that's where we are focusing. Career opportunities or in business related for this is for our company, its entry-level positions are machine operators, stamping operator, die cast operators, and again some tool and die individuals that can come in and work there. And we do have the ability to have them move up as they are joining us and get better experience. One of the things that we do ask them is be very mathematically inclined and mechanically inclined, and that will help them move up in any other positions that they are working in. So as far as what skills the people or the students need to learn, again, it's based on mathematics, and also having a positive attitude does help, and support and the safety, look for the safety, which is one of the things that we look for as being priority number one during our jobs here. Be very time based, meaning that they are coming in and doing their work as they come into work. Works to ensure the quality of the product throughout the line. So it does help to be able to perform the essential duties and responsibilities set a factory. We do train them in-house so that they can get a head start and be able to work out there in the machines and avoid causing any quality issues. As far as what can a student coming into this site or any other job in this manufacturing field is document and evident everything that you are trained, your skills, work on your resumes early, update them once you learn new skills, and you should be able to make it in these areas. That's basically it from my side. I don't know if you all have any questions.
Let's see. I don't see any questions on the YouTube chat. I know you talked about a little bit of soft skills right there, and that's something that we've been hearing about from other presenters in regards to, and one of the biggest things was about social media, about their presence on social media as youth, as students, as they continue, as become an adult, and whatever's out there is out there. Is that something that you as a company in your hiring practices look for, kind of take a look at their Facebook and their social media?
Yeah, I know it's a concern for not only for them, but for a lot of current workers. Our side, to my understanding, we don't look into that. I mean, it's what you have to show for yourself once you present here at work, that we look at the performance of how you are. I wouldn't say that we go that far.
Okay. And like I said, some of the companies earlier said that that's something that they really look into, but it's just something that, as employers, as the workforce, these students need to really understand as they prepare to enter into that workforce. So it's definitely some great information that you shared today, Mr. Delita. And if there's any follow-up questions that we may get throughout the program or even after, I'll go ahead and email you, or Lisa and I will email you, and then be able to help those students with any questions they may have. So we definitely appreciate you for your time and the opportunity that you gave to be able to share what you all do at your company. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, next on the list of presenters, we have from the Brownsville-Rio Grande Railroad, the president and CEO, Norma Torres. Mrs. Torres, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you for inviting me for this. It's actually, for us, it's really important right now to get out into the community what we actually do here. It's the Brownsville-Rio Grande International Railroad, we call it the BRG Railroad. We're here at the Port of Brownsville. What we do here is we service all the rail customers here at the Port of Brownsville. Anything that comes in by water goes out by rail. We do a lot of steel. We do blades. We do grain. We do oil, gasoline, diesel. It's been here for 37 years. I've been here for 32 years. It's a pretty male-dominant industry, so there's not too many women in my position. So this goes out to a lot of the ladies out there that are looking to work. It's a great industry. We've got there's about 456 short line railroads. I believe I was the first president of a short line railroad back in 2001. There's 10 females that are presidents of short line railroads out of the 400. So it is a male dominant, but the ladies out there, definitely it is a challenging job. What we do here, we have every department. We have the transportation department, which actually moves the trains. We have the maintenance away department that maintains the tracks. We have the mechanical that maintains locomotives. Basically, what you need to come in, there's really no train there. training out there unless you come into the industry and have worked for the industry. So all you need is a high school diploma to come and work at the BRG, and then you go through an intense training. We do all the training in-house. We fall under federal regulations. So we do put, if you're going to go into the transportation department, you go through a almost 3-week classroom training and on hands. Once you come out of there, you go to on-job training, which you actually go out and work hand in hand with one of the conductors. He will have to keep you at arm's reach in case at any time he needs to pull you away from a moving train, things that happen out there. So it is a lot of training. We don't really let you start operating any or moving any trains probably till between 6 and 8 months after you've been on the job training. The port continues to grow. We're actually up 40% from last year. We moved about 52,000 rail cars last year. We're probably going to move about 65,000 rail cars this year. We are hiring. We have hired, in this past year, we've hired a total of 12 hourly employees and 7 salary employees. You do have management positions. Right now we have positions open in the management position. We have 7 more positions on the hourly. We have on the maintenance away for a track inspector. So definitely a lot of growth here at the BRG, here at the Port of Brownsville, and it's going to continue. Our projection for next year is 90,000 rail cars. So definitely our website, I can send Mr. Rodriguez our website, he can put it up, and you go in there, you apply, and if you're a good candidate, we do need responsible people. Safety is definitely a #1 priority here, working for the railroad industry. It's accidents are not just little accidents. I mean, you can actually lose part of your body or lose your life if you do not train correctly. So we take pride in training our people and making sure that they're ready to get out there in the industry. Any questions?
That is awesome, Mrs. Torres. I don't see any questions in the chat. One of the things you talked about was, being a male-dominated industry. Can you give us a little bit of your background? I know a little bit about your background, kind of how you came up within BRG, dedication and hard work. So maybe share that with the students that are listening, that you don't necessarily may need that 4-year degree to kind of get where you're at. So if you can share a little bit about your story, that'd be amazing for these students to also hear.
But definitely, I only have a high school diploma to start off. I came to work at the port in 1982. It was Missouri Pacific that would service the Port of Brownsville. They gave notice to the port that they would no longer service the port. The port created their own short line railroad. So it was created in 1984. I came to work at the BRG in 1989 as customer service, basically answering phones. From there, I had a background of bookkeeping. I was promoted to do all the accounting. And then from then I went to vice president, executive vice president. In 2001, I became the president and chief operating officer. And like I said, as long as you've got that drive and you wanna succeed in life, every time I could, I'd finish my office work and I'd tell my boss, can I go outside where they're running the train so I could learn more about the outside? And everything I know in the 32 years I've been here, it was all on hands. Of course, I did go through my student engineering. I became a locomotive engineer as a student, but then I got promoted to president, so I didn't finish. But that is like a driver's license. You got to get recertified to be a locomotive engineer every 3 years. So you go through the testing every 3 years. It's a job that you'll always have fun and you never get bored, because it's so challenging. Every day it's a different day. Actually, my daughter just started working here, and I'm hoping she stays here for the next 30 years because I'm almost going to retire here. Been here long enough.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Torres, for being with us. Let me check the YouTube chat. Nope, no questions from students. There may be something that pops up, so if there is, we'll definitely be reaching out. But thank you for taking the time and sharing your message and what BRG does, and darle ganas, right, to the students. You know, where there's
Pretty much.
a will,
If
there's a
anybody
way.
knows of good candidates to come work at the BRG, send them our way, because we are hiring quite a bit, and in the management position also.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Torres. You have a great day.
You too.
All right, next up, from South Texas College, talking a little bit about manufacturing, is an RGV LEAD board member, Dr. Esmeralda Adame. Dr. Adame, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. And thank you for taking the time of being here. I know we're in a time schedule, so I am going to have Mr. Rodriguez share my email just in case you need anything, questions. Again, I do teach for the Advanced Manufacturing Technology Department at South Texas College. We are the technology campus, Way, South Ware Road, and Military Campus. Any questions that you might have for the engineering, I am here to answer. I am one of the very females. It's two females there teaching. My background's mechanical engineering. I am going to share my screen really quick and show you a video and see if I can, would I be able to share my screen, Elisa?
Yes, you'll be able to do that.
Okay, so let me see. Again, in the meantime, while I do that, I can say, I'm going to echo what Ms. Norma said. You know, she said you have the drive. I usually call it, if you have the ganas, that's all you need to move forward. If you have the ganas and persistence, you will get there. And of course, there's time management. There is a lot of the skills, the positivity and all that, but please focus on your soft skills. Every time that the soft skills are imperative for you guys to move forward. Of course, there are some people that would, go and without a degree, and move forward, but it's very little that do that. So make sure that you go, move forward, do something that you love. I know I'm here to promote manufacturing, engineering, and so forth, but do something that you love. I'm going to show you a video, and I'm going to cut it short, but if you get it, you go to South Texas College website and you type in manufacturing on your screen here, you would actually go into this, and here's a short video. And again, this is 4 minutes, but I'm still going to cut it short.
It encompasses many different aspects of machining. It's a one-year program, 2 semesters, 8 courses. The courses range from your basic and they go. And then about 5 more core classes. Within our program, it covers bench work, layout, the drill press operation, milling operations, and students throughout the semesters. It's opened up for new competencies.
Dr. Adame, I think we're having some connectivity issues.
Were you able to, I hope you were able to listen to that. And again,
it did have some issues. I think it was just refurbishing or spinning through there. But
Okay. Well,
share
you
the
can.
share the link in the YouTube in the chat, and I'll share it on the YouTube.
I will. And thank you again. That's just a little bit of the manufacturing that we have. It was just several years ago. But this is what we offer. We offer an 8-month certificate and a 2-year associates. And also wanted to share, I don't know how many ladies are actually watching, but I wanted to share another video really quick. I'm going to tell you where to find it. And again, I'm just going to show you where to find it. That way you guys can share it and do it later. Let me see if I have it here. It's also on YouTube. And there's this one. If you go under persistent adversity, okay, there is this video for women in STEM. And can you hear it, Luis? Can you see it?
Yes, we can hear it.
Okay, I'm going to show you just 2 minutes of it. That way you guys can go find it. It's called Women in STEM.
Are you a female contemplating in STEM? Are you not sure if a STEM career will be a good fit for you or not? Well, I took on the task and contacted some family members, some friends, and some colleagues. I asked them to share a minute or two on their background, their major, and why they chose a STEM career. Let's hear what they had to say.
Hi, my name is Veronica Burgoa and I'm an industrial engineer. Why do I choose the engineering field? Because basically it's the field that you incorporate the math, the science, and the core content areas. So you incorporate in those areas to basically find ways to solve problems and make the life easier for everybody around in this world.
I'm Angelita Teniente, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about why I decided to get involved in a STEM career. I noticed when I was at the university that there was a lot of excitement going on. There was a lot of talk about new technology here, new technology there. But I also noticed that there were not a lot of females getting involved in those courses. And so that was one of the things that prompted me. Because I was like, why aren't there a lot of females in there? Like, what's so difficult about it? Like the challenge. And I liked it even more when I was able to understand what was going on, and I could collaborate when we would have group projects, and just the idea that I'm a part of something that's constantly evolving, and that I'm able to keep up with like the latest, the greatest, whatever is evolving from old technology to now the current.
My name is Cristina Aguilar, and I have an associate's in electrician technology from South Texas College. I am currently an instructor at South Texas College. I've been teaching there for about 6 years, well, close to 6 years. And I have close to 8 years of electrician technology experience. My father.
So with that said, again, you can look it up on YouTube and under persistent adversity, women in STEM. There's a lot of things there that you will be able to hear from a civil engineer, also a chemist, environmental science student, from a biomedical student, a science, one of the civil mechanicals, different degrees. That way you guys can go see why they chose STEM and why they like their STEM career. Again, I would also share my email with you guys. Any questions at any point, please let us know. Again, I'm here to encourage you to do STEM, and it's amazing, it's fun. I know one of my hashtags on social media, it says engineering is fun. And I think it's for everybody. And a lot of people always ask me, how about the math? Is the math hard? Guess what? Anything is hard, but if you put your mind to it, you dedicate. A lot of times students say, you know what, I'm having trouble. I can't do this, I can't do that. And I ask, have you done the homework? Are you going to class? Or like, have you done the examples? You're like, well, okay, that's it. Yes, you're not gonna have a life if you do engineering, but it actually opens up a world of opportunities. So I would end with, go with what you like. Do not go for the money. Choose something that you love, find your passion, and really, really, really please work on your soft skills, communication skills, working in teams, get all that network out there, and also If you can be the 4.0 student, the 4.0 engineer, no one is going to hire you if you do not have your internships. If you don't have experience, nobody's going to hire you. So make sure, I mean, I'm not saying don't be the 4.0, but if you are, make sure that you're also working on your soft skills. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Adame. Definitely great points there that you shared. Definitely appreciative of you joining us and sharing. You know, I'm seeing a common theme here in the manufacturing that it's a male-driven, you know, not a lot of females out there. And we want to make sure that the females that are listening to us, the high school students, the girls, that, hey, go out there and be the difference, make the change. You know, we're excited for you all to take the leadership in some of these roles. So thank you, Dr. Adame, once again for joining us. Next up, we have Katherine Diaz, and she is with Texas A&M, and she's part of the Engineering Experimentation Train Program. Did I say that right, Ms. Diaz?
You sure did. Howdy, everybody. I am Katherine, and I have the honor of serving at Texas A&M's Engineering Experiment Station, running the train program here in the RGV. You may have seen commercials or other social media announcements about the train program. So I'm going to share my screen and talk just a little bit. I'm just going to share a PDF for you all. No cool videos from me today, but just to talk just a little bit about the train program and kind of what we're doing, and echo a lot of what my colleagues on this call today have talked about in terms of what you kind of need to be successful in the manufacturing field and really in any field, right? So the train program is a new program we just launched October 1st here in the region, and that was actually my first day of work too. So you've got, you're my first student presentation so far, and I'm super excited to be with y'all. So the train program is a program that the Texas A&M Engineering Experiment Station is running because we received an appropriation from the state, which means we got some money from the state to grow a stronger manufacturing industry here in the RGV. And the reason they did that is because they know that you all, students here in the Rio Grande Valley, as well as our existing manufacturing companies here, are ready to be all that we can be, right? To borrow some language from our friends in the military. It's really about how can we help you get into jobs in the manufacturing industry by providing you with training. And so we're working with some of our internal folks that can provide training, as well as with folks like TSTC and friends at South Texas College that provide trainings. And really what we're trying to do is make that free for you and for your family members that are interested in entering in the manufacturing field. So we have lots of different training opportunities in things that are specific to manufacturing, like, you know, CNC machining and things like that, but also some other topics that are lots of cross-industry trainings like cybersecurity. We've heard today that a bunch of our folks are really concerned about safety, because we know that in the industry that when you're at a job site, it's very important for us to be really concerned about the safety of ourselves as well as the folks that we're around, right? So we offer the safety training. We have heavy equipment operation training, process improvement. So those of you that are in, have been learning about things like Lean Six Sigma, we can offer all of that and more completely for free. So what's cool about this program is that you don't have to have a GED or a diploma. So if you or anybody that you know is wanting some training, we can do that. I do encourage every single person here to get their high school diploma at a very minimum. And the reason I say that is we know that it's easier to get a job, right? And we don't believe that every single person has to go onto a four-year institution, but I do believe that you and every single one of your friends needs to have a piece of paper, a credential that says you have a skill that you can take to an employer and say, please hire me, I have this skill, right? And a piece of paper from A&M or from one of our friends here on the call, like South Texas College, can definitely help you do that. We also don't have any income guidelines. So you may have heard, you know, your parents talk about, man, I really want to do this program, but, you know, I can't afford it, or, well, I want to partner with like Workforce Solutions, but I don't meet the income guidelines. We don't have any of that stuff. So you can check out our website, which I'll show with you in a little bit, to see what we have to offer and give me a call. We can get you into a class in one of these different topics plus more. There's all kinds of other topics that are on the website for you to check out. I did want to briefly touch on some of the things that our friends have already shared today about what it takes to be successful in this or any field. We've already heard about hard work and determination, right? We've got to make sure that we all have those ganas for what we really want to do. I think there's two things that we haven't really talked about that I want to mention to you. And I put the loudspeaker up there because I think we need to be vocal and advocate for the things that we want. If you're in a class and you need help, say you need help. If you want to go to college, but you need help with the process, say you need help with the process. If you're in class with Dr. Adame and Dr. Adame said something that you don't understand, raise your hand and ask her. Because our folks are here, every single one of us is here to help you be as successful as you can be, but you also have to echarle ganas on what you want and advocate for yourself, because you're your own best, loudspeaker, right? About who you are and what you can be. And a credential from A&M, from one of our partners, will help you really show to other folks who you are. The last thing I want to mention to you is pride. I think that every single job that we can do and all of these things that you've heard about through RGV LEAD's Career Expo, all of these jobs are honorable. You have to take pride in the work that you do and do it to your very, very best ability so that others can say, oh my gosh, I want to hire folks that have gone through A&M's training. I want to hire folks that have gone through other training providers here in the region, because we know that you take pride in your work and it will help you be successful all throughout your life. I'm going to end with our website. It's a little bit Spanglish. We have trainestufuturo.org. Check us out, see what free trainings we have. And if for any of the industry folks that are on this call, we are also partnering, in addition to directly to individuals wanting training, we are also working with industry themselves to help do some cost savings for you to train your own existing staff. We talked a little bit earlier. This is my contact information. We'll make sure that it gets out to y'all. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. But I forgot what I was going to say, that last little part, but I do thank you all for having me today, and gig 'em.
Thank you so much. This is today is the second day. I think today, or was it yesterday? We heard howdy as the opening statement. We had Mr. drawing a blank with the Texas A&M campus out of Dr. Escamilla from construction science. And that was his first word, said howdy. Something you said, Ms. Diaz, was about, having that piece of paper, credential, some type of credential. And one of the things that students can really take away from this is that you can stack credentials as you move through through whether it's your career, through education, go get an associate's degree in accounting, and then you work into another one, and you're stacking these credentials that are going to make you more highly qualified, per se, in a career field. So we talk about those 4-year degrees are important. Yes, we do understand that, but there's also that need, those students that they know, hey, 4-year degree is not for me. I need to get into the workforce. I'm ready to get, my hands dirty. I'm ready to go work, work on these stackable credentials, start stacking them. It's going to be very beneficial for you in the long run, just as a 4-year degree.
Yes, that's absolutely true, Mr. Rodriguez. I think that's a great point, that A&M can help with some of the beginning of those credentials. We can do the start point, the midpoint. Then a student may say, oh man, I want to go get a full associate, so I'm going to go over and work with, South Texas College or TSTC. And then there's never an end. The great thing about stackable credentials is there's never an end. Even if you get a PhD, you could still do another credential, right, to give yourself that extra boost into industry and build yourself as a learner and as a citizen of the Rio Grande Valley.
Well, thank you once again, Ms. Diaz, for your time. Make sure there's no questions. I don't see any questions. We did share your website and your contact info with students. So thank you so much for that. Up next, we have from South Texas College talking about the automotive technology, Johnny Bain.
Yes.
Bain?
Yes, I'm here. My name is Johnny Bain, and I'm going to share my screen. My name is Johnny Bain. I'm one of the GM ASEP instructors and automotive instructors here at South Texas College. Thanks for inviting us on to the virtual expo. I'm going to talk about our automotive technology program. South Texas College Automotive Technology Program is a NATAP certified training institution with Master ASC certified technicians. Automotive, the degree plans that we have here, we're going to start with the certificates. Automotive, the one-year degree program, which is a 38-hour course program. We also have automotive maintenance and light repair. Now this one is a one semester, 17-hour course. I'm going to get a little bit more into that in a little bit later. And then associate's degree. On associate's degree, we do have automotive technology, associate's applied science. This one is a 2-year, 60-hour course. And we also have automotive technology specialized in General Motors Automotive Service Excellence Program. And this one also is a 2-year, 60-hour. I want to get a little bit more into the GM ASEP program here at the college. The GM Motors ASEP program at the college it's a partnership between South Texas College and GM. Also, we also provide classroom laboratory training that is reinforced by on-the-job experience at a dealership. Yes, you heard that right. The first 8 weeks you're here at the college. The other 8 weeks of the semester you're at the dealership. You're at the dealership. You're working. You're in the field and working with the technicians. And you're making money as you're going through the 2-year program also. I'll just to kind of go an overview of the first semester classes you'll be taking. It's a first semester credit hours is 13 hours. And then the second semester, these also you'll be taking your core courses between these through the semester. This one is also a 13-hour. And then you do have a summer session course, which is 2 automotive courses. And then you also have the third semester. And then your last semester adds up to 60 hours of credit courses. And then after that, then you graduate, you get your degree, and then you're working at the dealership. I'm going to show you a little bit of video that they put together this year about the GM ASEP program General Motors is offering.
Maybe you've been into cars your whole life. Or maybe you have a mechanical mind, solve problems, and love using your hands. Well, let's face it. Maybe your top concern is after this 2-year journey, you're practically guaranteed a job. In a way, congratulations. You're in the right place. Meet your faculty. No, these aren't people who just read books. These are veteran technicians who know their stuff. And this is your classroom. Things you learn here, you learn by doing them. Credits you earn, they aren't just made up. They go toward GM STS certification. But the place you really get an education and a paycheck is when you're interning out in the field. That's the kind of experience that lands you a job when you graduate. From the GM Automotive Service Educational Program.
I want to show you a couple of pictures of the facility that we have here at the college. We have like a total of like 3 different shops. Here are 2 of them, and we have plenty of room for all the students to work together. Also, this is the MLR light repair, and this one is a 1 semester course. It's about climate control, brake, suspension, electrical, and you get a certificate for that, and that's for 1 semester. Also want to the 2020 spring semester too. The college is putting together a package of $1,700 awarded to first come first serve for a student who submit an application once. A student who qualifies will receive $850 by the first class day, and the second amount after the 12th of the class day. Here's my information. If anybody has any questions, please contact me. Thank you for your time.
Mr. Bain, I don't see any questions on the YouTube chat. That's very cool that that you all have that relationship and that program with GM. That's very cool to be able to, for these students, not just getting a automotive certificate somewhere, but specifically with GM, which is a major manufacturer, of automobiles. So thank you for sharing.
It is a great program. We do have ladies that come through here also, through our course, also to the GM program.
Good. That's awesome. That's great to hear. We definitely appreciate your time and the information that you shared. Students and educators do have your contact info. If they want, they may reach out in case there's additional questions or,
Sure.
just trying to take a tour of seeing what you all are doing. But we definitely appreciate your time. So
thank you.
Next up, we have Miguel Zoleta from Texas State Technical College talking about the automotive department.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for having me this afternoon. So I will be talking about the automotive technology program at TSTC in Harlingen. So I'm going to share my screen. I have a PowerPoint to present for you all. Okay, perfect. So my contact information is here. If anybody is interested, I am going to share this information. So if anybody is interested in joining our program, you can go ahead and feel free to contact me by email. So what we have to offer for you all as far as the automotive program here at TSTC. So we are, all instructors are ASC or native certified. So we do offer 3 degree plans. We have 2 certificate plans, and then we do offer a associate's degree. Now, to talk a little bit about the classes themselves, so we offer a 80% hands-on and 20% theory. Currently, the theory, or basically your 20%, is coming from the online work. So we do currently have online lectures, and whenever you do come to campus throughout the week, it is strictly for hands-on work. So some of the classes do last from 6 to 8 hours, depending on the class that you're taking. So basically, you're 6 to 8 hours on campus working strictly on hands-on work. So I will be talking a little bit about the certificates and the degree plan that we offer. So some of the courses that you do take advantage of are Intro to Automotive Technology. So basically, it's a lot about safety. You do have Electrical 1 throughout your first semester. And then we do go through steering and suspension, brakes, AC, climate control, engine repair, manual transmissions, engine performance. We do focus a lot on the electrical side of things nowadays because we understand that the electrical industry is coming out a lot. So we understand that there's a lot more hybrid vehicles and fully electrical vehicles coming out now. So we do have three electrical courses. So we focus a lot on electrical. Besides that, we do offer automatic transmissions class and a light duty diesel course as well towards the end of the semester. Now, we do not stick to just one specific manufacturer training, but we do offer several manufacturer trainings. To give you an example, we have partnerships with Toyota, with Ford, with Dodge. So we do offer different manufacturer specific training. And that is on the, besides your automotive courses, there is the extracurricular training through manufacturers. So we do offer those 3 manufacturer trainings, which I just talked about, which is going to be your Toyota, your Ford, and your Mopar training. Now, we also offer co-op internships with local industries here in the Valley. One of our largest co-op partnership is with American Electric Power, or AEP. And just to give you an idea, AEP, their starting pay is $22 an hour, and the student is able to work 20 hours a week with AEP. Now, the rest of the week, basically, you still have to attend your automotive courses, but 20 hours a week, you are able to work with AEP, and of course, you are getting paid throughout that internship. And there's different students gets offered the opportunity to work for this internship every semester. I do have a short video that I'm going to present now throughout our programs.
Based on
All right, I have one more video to present for y'all.
With more than 22 million registered vehicles, Texas is always needing automotive technicians. Available at 3 of our campuses, Harlingen, Sweetwater, and Waco, our automotive technology program prepares students for the workforce through a combination of online lectures and hands-on work. Students will learn from instructors who are certified by the National Institute for Automotive Service Excellence in our state-of-the-art labs equipped with industry-standard equipment. Graduates are prepared to work in automotive dealerships for all of the major manufacturers. In fact, top companies like Chrysler and Toyota, who both have programs with TSTC, recruit our students from our automotive program. We even have the first Tesla START program in Texas. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, Texas has a need for more than 65,000 workers by the year 2028, the second highest number in the country. If you are looking for an in-demand job where you can work with your hands and learn about cutting-edge technology to keep vehicles running, then a degree in our automotive technology might be the right career for you.
So just like you did here on the video, this video, there is a very, very large demand for automotive technology technicians nowadays. And just to emphasize it a little bit more, we are the first institute to offer a Tesla START program. Now, the Tesla START program is a program that you can apply for after you earn a automotive associate's degree from our program. And currently it is only offered in Waco, but we're hopefully moving towards a direction where we can offer it in our Harlingen campus as well. Is there any questions? I'll take this time to answer any questions that might have popped up.
I don't see any questions in the YouTube chat, but I'm sure there's always questions that come up afterwards that they go, oh, I forgot to ask this question. So we'll definitely reach out in case there's any questions. We'll also share your contact information. Definitely appreciate you sharing with that, and the fact that you all are also incorporating different companies outside of the Teslas and the Toyotas and AEPs. So great work what you're doing there, Mr. Zoleta. I definitely appreciate you being with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Next up, we have from Texas State Technical College, from the Auto Collision Management and Technology, we have Jose Vasquez. So, Mr. Vasquez, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon, guys. I will be sharing also a short video and then presenting on the program. Just briefly, my name is Jose Vasquez. I am the lead instructor for the Auto Collision program. I've been with TSTC for 6 years now, and pretty much these opportunities are something that as we all talk about, basics as far as getting your high school, going in for a 1 year, 2 year program. It's something that I can speak for myself. I never thought I would be an educator. I never thought I'd be teaching. And for those students out there that think, man, I need to go to a university 4 years, 5 years to be an educator. Let me just tell you that on the technical field, there is a lot of opportunities. So the Auto Collision is one of those. Just like you've heard from the automotive department, there's a lot of opportunities out there. So it's something that you can definitely take advantage of. And like Mr. Zoleta said, a lot of what we do, it's all hands-on. We do the lectures, pretty much is the same. 80% of it is hands-on, and then 20% is lecture. So I'm going to go ahead and present. Okay, and for pretty much these are the our instructors' information. If anybody has any questions on this will be up there. It's myself, two instructors that we currently have here, Mr. Cantu and Miss Ramirez. One of the things that talking about, this is a male dominant field, but we do actually have instructors. We have one instructor. She is a female. She did work out in industry, and now she's part of our team. It really shows that there's not anything that cannot be done if you put your mind to it and you want to get it done. Currently I have 3 girls in our program, and it feels really good because this is something that they really like. So there's no one to tell you, you know what, you can't fix a car, you can't paint a car. If you put your mind to it, you can pretty much do anything that's possible out there. So we do have different specializations in our program. We have a refinishing, which is the paint side, and then we also have the collision specialization. So the students have an opportunity to come either for refinishing, which is pretty much I want to know how to paint cars, how to prep them, do customized painting, stuff like that. Or you can go into the collision side, where you would be doing more of the structural repairs, the welding, metal fabrication, stuff like that. That's the differences on the 2 different areas and pathways that we have. We have everything from a certificate, which is 3 semesters. You can have a associate's degree, it's 4 semesters. On the associate's degree, you do have to take academics, meet the TSI requirements for your reading, writing, and math. And then we also have those students that say, hey, I want to do both. I just don't want to do the refinishing. I want to do the collision. Going back to what everybody's been saying, making yourself more, stacking up those credentials. So you come in for the refinishing, then you can go in for the collision. That one is the third one on here, which is the advanced technical certification. And of course, that's after you have a degree or a certificate on either side of it. The training or the skills that you will be learning through the refinishing, one of the industry requirements that they would like or prefer for our students to have is through ICAR. ICAR is a credentialing certification program that our students will get. Once you join the TSTC family, you will automatically get the ICAR Pro Level 1 certifications at no cost to you. So this is free because we are a training facility for ICAR. All of our students will get that training at no cost. This is about $3,000 certification. It's free to all the students that enroll in our program. Axo Nobel is one of our paint systems that you will be trained with, how to mix your paint. A lot of times we tell the students, you're not going to be just going and buying the paint already pre-mixed. We're going to show you how to mix it. Here's the formulas. This is how you're going to be making the colors and of course applying it into the colors. So you will get the training for that. You'll get training for Sherman-Williams refinishing products. Our downdraft spray booths, this is where we paint our vehicles inside the booths. You get the training on how to get it started, how to set it up. A lot of times people say, man, how do they paint 10 cars a day? Well, everything has a process. We call it a bake system, where we put the cars in there, certain temperatures. We're able to paint it, cure it, and out of there within an hour. And it's ready to be put back together. These are pretty much what we'd be working with. Waterborne paint systems, a lot of what we're going through now because of the damage that we've done to the atmosphere. We are training our students on waterborne system. It's no longer solvent-borne, which is less hazardous to both the environment and as well to us. Some of the other trainings that we provide through is 3M, Crest. These are plastic repair products. Polyvance nitrogen welders. This is the welders that we use to do some of the plastic repairs. Trim, glass removal. We do go through the training of how to remove glass, windshields, back glass, anything that has to do with glass. They will do the hands-on training. And of course, you get your basic body work, how to fix a dent, how to apply your body fillers, shaping your body fillers, of course, and going into the priming, detailing part of it, which is if you have any imperfections into your paint, how do you take care of that to make sure that it's going to be a product or a job that's going to be well done, and it's going to be able to be delivered to the customer. So one of the things that is also we go through, whether you're on the collision or the refinishing, is shop management. And we also go through the estimating. On the estimating, I tell everybody it's very crucial for you to understand the estimating field, because you want to know how much are you going to get paid and how much are you going to be able to charge the customer, keeping it into what is the standards or the norms as far as the estimating side is. And then, of course, on the refinishing side, we have one that's called custom paint. That's pretty much where the students will work with your customizing, airbrushing, pinstripings, your exotic paints, your candy colors, stuff like that. That's what we have on the refinishing. On the repair side, the collision side, we have also a certificate 1, which is 3 semesters. We do have a certificate 2, it's 4 semesters, no academics. And then we have the associate's degree that they do take with the academics. And of course, the advanced, just like on the refinishing side as well. The skills that you will learn on this one, some of them are very similar because they still get the ICAR certification as well. On the structural side, we do have different welders that you would be training with. We only stick to or specifically go into MIG welding. And on the MIG weld, we use Lincoln, Millers, and Pro Spots. Those are the different welders that we use. We do have the aluminum welders. We have bronze welders through Carliner. And then, of course, we have different frame machines that you would be familiar with, which is the Carliner and the Chief. Of course, you do have a fiberglass class that you take on the repair side. We show you how to rivet or bond together vehicles. One of the things that I always tell people is a lot of times students come in and say, man, I want to know how to paint, but I don't want to just be painting cars. One of the opportunities that we have here is we have SpaceX now. SpaceX is one of our biggest hires, pretty much. It's a company that hires a lot of our students because our students get the training on riveting, putting together adhesive bonding, and all the shuttles that they're doing, everything is bonded and riveted. So a lot of our students will get hired through SpaceX, United Launch Alliance, right, which is here next to the airport. They're also a contract company that builds space shuttles. So those are some of the areas that our students can actually go into that is not necessarily fixing or repairing cars, automotive cars. So we also have a mechanical and electrical class, and we have a steering and suspension. That's where they'll do front end rear alignments. They will do pretty much any time that you get into a collision, you're always going to be having not only structural, but you have suspension, steering, electrical. So our students will go through that type of training as well. So this is pretty much what I've got in our program. I'm going to share a little bit about our co-op. We do have a co-op or an internship program. Right now we're working with a Ford, and Ford meaning we have Hacienda, we have Bogus Ford, and we have Tipton and Brownsville that we're working with where they also do 20 hours of internship, and they do get paid for their training every semester. Just like in automotive, they do have we have an opportunity for new students to go through the internship as well, and depending on where they're located. You know, if we have students from the McAllen area, then we have Hacienda, we have Bogus here in the Harlingen area, Bogus, and then of course in the lower valley, which is Brownsville, we have Tipton that also has works with us as far as on the internship programs. So those are the different areas that we have. We also have a lot of after they graduate, we do have a lot of students that will go into working for insurance companies as estimators. So just want to share a little bit about the different job opportunities that are out there in the auto collision industry. We have aerospace, we have a lot of our industrial. Right now I have students going into the wind and energy, painting or doing repairs on a lot of the wind turbines. So there is a lot of different opportunities. It really depends on what the student wants to do. If they want to relocate, we do have a lot of body shops, dealerships that are willing to even pay for the students to relocate outside of the valley. So those are some of the opportunities that we have. And pretty much that's it. I don't know if you have any questions for me.
I don't see any questions on the YouTube chat. I definitely appreciate the information shared. I hope the students, take advantage of what you shared. A lot of great stuff. We've heard that one's dealing with Chevy, the other's doing Toyota and Tesla, now Ford. I mean, students, you can see is that these institutions of higher education are really putting their best foot forward to be able to bring you, if that's a career choice for you, the best of the best, right? Not just the program, but they're teaming up with Ford and Chevy and Tesla, these major, auto markets that are going to give you great opportunities as you continue to move forward. So thank you, Mr. Vasquez, for sharing that information. That is our last presenter for today. But before we leave, I wanted to share real quick what RGV LEAD is very proud of. One of the big things that we do, I'm going to share my screen quickly, is our labor market report. And if you've been with us for a bit, you may have heard me allude to this just a little while ago or in other sessions. The labor market information report is put together every other year by RGV LEAD. We bring together industry experts. We bring in local economic development chambers, folks, the post-secondary partners, and we pull this whole document together for you, all the students. As you can see on the screen, this is just a small area of it, and I just picked because one of the sections we talked about right now was STEM. So this is the STEM section. So let's say you were interested in becoming industrial engineer. You can see here that, let's go another one because I want to share. Okay. Mechanical engineers right here, right? The last one right there. It says that there's more than 5 openings here locally in the Rio Grande Valley. And we broke it apart between areas. So you got Cameron, you got the lower Rio Grande Valley, which is like the mid valley. And then you have South Texas, which is the Laredo area. This is by workforce. This is the numbers that we're getting from the state. And you can see more or less what the first column right there is the entry level, the second column is the middle, and that third column right there is the experience. That's not to say that the numbers may be skewed. This is just the averages that we're getting. And then the next column shows you what type of education you're going to need. This does require a 4-year. And then the last column shows you all the different local programs of study. So shows you that UTRGV has the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Just quickly go down to the next page. So you can kind of see for those, we talked about automotive body repairs, correct? So you can see here that there's over 40 openings, annual openings. And then once again, the breakdown between Cameron, Lower Rio Grande, South Texas, And then it shows you the wages once again. Most of the education and training is high school plus long-term on-the-job training. And then Laredo College offers a certificate automotive collision and repair technology, TSE level 1 certificate in auto body repair. I mean, so this is a document that you all as students, paying members to RGV LEAD school districts, members of the RGV LEAD program, get to take advantage of. So if you are, a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and you'd like to get your hands on this book, just let us know. Like I said, every partner school district that works with us, we'll get copies of this, and then we can also send them electronically. This is just a tool and to put in your tool belt to help you kind of see what's here in the Valley. We love that students want to go out and branch out into Austin, San Antonio, Dallas. I've been there, spent 14 years in Austin, but now I'm back in the Valley, and I realize that there's a lot of opportunities here in the Valley, a lot of great opportunities, and that's what we want to share with you all at RGV LEAD. So thank you for being with us today and yesterday if you were with us for the 20th annual Education and Career and Education Expo, excuse me. Hopefully next year we're able to do this in person. It'll be a lot tech-wise, it'll be a lot more easier, a lot more being able to, it's always good to see people face to face. So with that being said, if there's no final questions, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you being with us these past couple of days if you've been with us. And then don't forget that there is a QR code that's going to be on the screen right now. Fill it out. Let us know how we did. We have Chromebooks, we have wireless printers, some other tech that we want to give you all just for letting us know how we did, so we can bring that information back to the committee to make this even better. So thank you once again on behalf of the RGV LEAD Board of Directors, along with the RGV LEAD staff. Kudos to Elisa Groff, who helped put this all together. Elisa, if you can come on camera. Anthony, can you put her on the stream just so she can say hi?
Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you got some valuable information from our annual event, and we look forward to next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Elisa. And once again, thanks everybody. Thank you, presenters, and everybody that's with us. So y'all have a blessed day. Thank you so much.